Hello ladies, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ren. So Golden Week has just started in Japan, which means that I can finally sit down and film some quality content. Also, I finally got a new chair. It's amazing, it's super comfortable. I finally got all of the other broken ones out of my apartment. Yes, plural. But anyway, it's a new start, it's a new season, and I thought I would come on here and do an old-fashioned get ready with me with a little bit of chit chat. I don't have any set topic for today, so we'll just see where the wind blows and takes us. I did have a video go viral on TikTok just these past few days. It's sitting at just about 200,000 views right about now, and maybe I'll get a little bit into just my stream of consciousness thoughts about that as I do my makeup. So without further ado, let's just get started. Okay, first off, I almost forgot actually, when I bought my Chanel lipstick, they gave me a couple of the Sublimage samples, which I'm really grateful for actually, because the Sublimage line is expensive. So she gave me the Sublimage La Protection UV, which is a sunscreen, and then also the L'Essence de Teint, which is the serum foundation. Ultimate Radiance Generating Serum Foundation, to be exact, in the shade BR12. So yeah, this was actually a happy surprise when I checked my little Chanel bag, because it actually comes in a proper little mini tube. I feel like this could just be a placebo effect, but I feel like samples that come in like small mini tubes or mini bottles are more legit than the ones that come in just the regular plastic packets. For example, these are some samples of foundations that I got from YSL. And I don't know why, I just don't trust the samples in these types of packets as much as I do the ones in actual mini bottles. Again, it could just all be my imagination, but I feel like I'm suspicious. Is it really the correct formula inside, or are they using some cheap version of the formula and bamboozling us all? I guess we'll never know. But let's take a look at this shade. Ooh, see, it even has a seal on top to keep it fresh. So there's the shade. BR12. I think that matches pretty well, actually. Smells like classic old lady floral department store foundation in a good way, in the best way, but that is a very watery formula. Okay, hold on, let me clip my hair. Okay, wow, I think I may have initially applied a little too much. This formula spreads a lot, and a little goes a long way, and it's a lot more pigmented than I thought it was going to be. I don't know, I just thought a serum foundation would be much more sheer and natural looking, but the fact that it has a lot of pigment and yet it's so lightweight is actually very, very enticing to me. Okay, wow. That looks really flawless, actually. This might not be a good thing. It's like super smooth. It doesn't emphasize any texture whatsoever. One thing that's been bothering me lately is that up until now, my favorite drugstore foundation, which is the Maybelline Fit Me Tint, has been kind of looking cakey on me. I can't really figure out why. Because like when I apply this, I don't even put on a lot. I will literally only use a pearl-sized amount, like a pearl and a half, and then I spread it out with the makeup spatula. I've been doing that for the longest time, and it's been working like a charm, but recently, I just noticed that it looks really cakey on my face, and it starts to collect in the crevices of the sides of my nose and everything throughout the day. So I don't know, I've been thinking maybe it's time for me to switch to something high-end. I'm gonna keep using this. I feel like this tiny little bottle could last me at least a week now after seeing how pigmented. But yeah, this is really nice. It just looks like radiant skin. It's like the perfect natural skin texture, you know? So like it's not too matte or too shiny. There's nothing about it that screams foundation. But anyway, I just applied it, so let's wait a little bit before we draw conclusions. I'm gonna put on my eyebrow mascara from Kiss. I love a grayed out muted brow these days, and I like the size of this wand by Kiss. It's smaller than the eyebrow mascara by Heavy Rotation. So I like a smaller spoolie because it allows me to control better, especially with my thinner brows. I am inspired by this right here, Peach and Rosalina, the two Guardians of the Galaxy, pink and blue, basically. It's always going to be one of my favorite color combos, and since it's Golden Week, I can actually do fun makeup and not worry about whether it's appropriate for going to the office or something. So I'm going to use a smattering of colors from these three palettes to achieve my peach and Rosalina look. Actually, before that, I'm gonna do my blush first because that's usually the order with which I do my makeup. I like to have my blush blend into my eye makeup seamlessly. So I'm gonna use a combination of these two blush products by Canmake, the Gradation Cheek in 01. This is called Berry Yogurt and it's completely matte. And then to top it off, I'm going to use the 40th anniversary shade of their regular powder cheeks line with the heart motif. Ooh, this is applying so smoothly over that Sublimage foundation. Okay, so first off, I'm going to take this Curiouser and Curiouser Robin's Egg Blue. Whoa, that is dusty.
That's what she said!
This Robin's Egg Blue shade from the Alice in Wonderland and Colourpop palette. And I'm going to use that for the inner half of my eye. So then after we've laid that base down, I'm going to add some definition with this Denim Blue shade from the Guerlain Denim Blossom palette. Hopefully it'll provide the contrast that I'm looking for. Ooh yeah, that's perfect. And I'm dragging it down to the lower lash line as well. Lower eyelid, I don't know. Just want to make sure that the color is taken all the way down and will blend into the tear bag makeup that I'm going to finish off with in the end. So then continuing with the Guerlain palette, we're going to go in with this nice medium matte pink and then just liberally sweep that all over the outer half of the eyelid. That was very smooth and easy to blend out. And then to deepen up the pink, I'm going to pull out my Colourpop Bratz palette. And I think this shade will be perfect. This deep fuchsia magenta shade, Express Yourself. I'm gonna take a smaller, denser brush and really pack that on, especially at the base of my eyelashes. Blend it out, make it look really seamless with a clean brush. And same thing as the blue in the inner corner, I'm gonna drag the pink down to the lower lid area. I know it looks really kind of intense right now, but it's all gonna come together later after the tear bag makeup and the eyeliner and lashes and stuff. Just trust me, trust the process. I have been watching a lot of Xiaohongshu makeup tutorials, so this is what they all do, especially when it comes to colorful makeup. They will really, really exaggerate the under eye area so that there can be more of like a 3D effect overall. Okay, so a newbie that I picked up that I've been wanting to try for a while now is this Canmake Lame Mania palette in 03. This is called Sugar Unicorn. I'm not sure if this is a limited edition shade, but it's part of the wildly popular Lame Mania series from Canmake. And as you can see, these are like very finely milled, but super reflective, super sparkly glitter topper shades. The blue is like hard panning on me a little bit. I'm trying to like scratch up the top layer. There we go. Okay, I think I took that up a little too high, but let's just try to see if we can get it correct on the left eye. You know, not to speak too soon, but I feel like this colorway is giving me more trouble than their original shades. Like this one, for example, 02, this is just the pinky shade. This shade in particular, this like champagne pink, it looks amazing when I do like my regular neutral eye looks. It like adheres with no problem on my eyes. The glitter is evenly distributed. This blue, I'm having a little trouble, to be honest, trying to apply it evenly, trying to get it to stick to the area that I want. And I can't use my finger because when I tried before, it just got hard panned. Okay, whatever. I think that's good enough. Let's move to the pink. Wow, this is so flaky. Oh my god, this is so flaky. This fallout is insane. But the pink is easier to apply. Okay, see how that stuck onto my lid relatively easily? Okay, I think that's enough sparkle. I'm going to line my lower lash line with this Canmake Creamy Touch Liner in 14. This was from their Strawberry collection. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of this Canmake Plumpuku Coordinate Eyes in N02, just to highlight the middle part. I'm gonna do lashes and mascara off camera and I'll be right back. Okay, so now for lips. Ooh, I'm gonna use my YSL plumper, Love Shine Candy Glaze, just as a base plumper. And then I pulled this one out from the archives. This is the Low Tint by Bia in 05 Peony Low. This is one of those very, very watery K-Beauty lip tint formulations. I don't like to use these on their own. I only use them on top of a lip plumper. So yeah, I really don't like the way that these formulas look on my natural lips. They kind of just tend to settle in my fine lines and whatnot, but honestly, this YSL lip plumper can make almost everything look good on top. Okay, so just for funsies, let's add some highlight as a finishing touch. This is the Canmake Minuto highlighter in 04. I rarely ever use this because I just don't wear highlighter that often these days, but this formula is actually really good. All of the Canmake cheek formulas, like the blushes and highlighters, are pretty good. This is similar to the Canmake cream cheek formula. Something about the texture is just so perfect because it's not too shiny and not too matte. And you can see it blends really well on top of whatever else you have on underneath. So yeah, it just adds like the perfect natural glow and it melds so seamlessly into the skin. So there you have it, my Princess Rosalina and Princess Peach inspired makeup. What do you think? Did I do the inspo pic justice? I think it's pretty spot on, wouldn't you say? Also, I feel like it's just super satisfying that my nails are kind of matching the denim theme. They're like the perfect match for this Guerlain denim blue shade. Oh, I really needed to get this out of my system, okay? I've been just so preoccupied with work lately. I feel like I just haven't been able to exercise my creative muscle as much as I wanted to these past few weeks, but we're getting back in the swing of things. You know what? I said I was gonna talk a little bit about going viral on TikTok, but I think I might actually close this video out here and I'll save that talk for a live. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go to the store actually, because there's a Seijo Ishii that closes in half an hour. Yeah, I want to pick some snacks up and I'll just come back and go live because I feel like there's a different energy in live streams than there is in recorded videos. It's just more dynamic. I feel more connected to you guys sometimes when I go live. As far as the makeup goes, here is the finished product. I'm really, really happy with how it turned out. I do think it's kind of a bummer because my most highly anticipated product that I wanted to try out today was this new Lame Mania pink and blue palette from Canmake, and it just turned out to be like a little difficult to maneuver just compared to, again, the regular shades. The glitter was just a little bit hard to pick up, hard to spread out on the lid, and I feel like it was even a tad bit less adhesive than the 02 shade. So I don't know, maybe it's just the one that I got or the batch that mine was produced in, but I thought it was gonna be a 9 out of 10 and it's more like a 6 or 7 out of 10. Anyway, I'll link everything that I used down in the description box as usual, and I'll see you next time. Bye!